like watching this film makes you feel uneasy about your life for an extended period afterwards. And it's hard to unpackage what in your subconscious is being triggered there.
Because whatever it's planted in the human mind, it lingers, stays there, and it gets released. And gets released in a way you don't know how. But it gets out. That's what art counts on. Art counts on effect, an effect that will release itself later in life.
All things affect consciousness, and visuals do, and sound does. There are certain frequencies that can have negative impact on you, to what extent, I'm not sure, and it may, to a large extent, be largely to do with how loud it is, as possibly that if there's a binaural beat that's really, really low in volume, it may not affect you that much, but if it's quite loud, it might affect you more so.
Different people react differently on fear. Not that they're not afraid, they do react differently. I've seen people reacting on fear with an enormous laugh, with incredible laughing that it's a little bit over the top. So now you understand that it's not suddenly a laugh, but it's a reaction of something else. And they admitted that it's a reaction of a fear. And some people hold it in. And those that hold it in are probably the most dangerous ones, because they don't release it.
Or maybe there's something else that follows this film and tries to stop it from getting seen by the world. That's very superstitious, but...
That actually really scared me.
Well, that makes sense. You know, if you see some classified document, then maybe the CIA wants you to meet with an accidental misfortune. And so the fact that a lot of people who saw this film met with some kind of misfortune, it's like, was it the filmmaker? Was it the film? Or some other force wants to kill you after you've seen it because it's revealed something to you that it doesn't want you to know.
The incidents keep happening, and the myth exists because of what's happening. But was that the intent? It could be intended, it could be part of the intention, or it could be just a coincidence that we are participating in a myth. Honestly, you should take this participation quite consciously.
But it is widely known that beliefs can strongly influence people. For example, the Kadacha, who is a ritual executioner of an Aboriginal tribe in Australia, all he has to do is point a bone at a victim, and the person quickly becomes apathetic, unresponsive, and death occurs within days of being cursed, so to speak.
In order to believe that Antrum has a curse, I would have to believe in a curse. So devils, demons, hell, curses, and all of that, that's all in the same category. And fear, by the way, is all on the premise of ignorance, not knowing. Not to judge it whether it's true or false, but not knowing. And what people don't know, they become afraid of. It's like walking in the dark and not knowing what's going to jump out. It scares you. Same thing with your film. It definitely is something that you're not aware of, things that you might believe in if it appears to be true, and your mind is constantly saying, could this really happen?
The film is almost like a Ouija board. You watch it and you start to see kind of what it is that you want to see, and you kind of start to, like, your own worries come out. And, you know, I think that a Ouija board is something that you subconsciously affect. Other people think that it's ghosts or whatever. And I think that this film kind of maybe acts in the same way. It brings out something that's inside of you that you find is kind of scary. And so I want to see it with a large group of people. I want to see it in a full theater. I don't want to watch it at home.
We do share some parts of the movie with outside of the skin. But the actual impact over an observer it happens inside of the skin.